शङ्करांश भूम शङ्करार्यपीठसद्गुरून् शुद्धसत्त्वभासुरान् सुवर्त्मनीतभूसुरान् सर्वभूतसौख्यदान् क्षमाकरान् यतीश्वरान्।
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रीगुरुचरणद्वन्द्वं वन्देहं मतिसहद्वन्द्वं शान्तिग्रहोपशान्तिं वांसुमयं यस्य भसितम् आतनुते. So here, the shlokas which declare the direct experience of the enlightened person, and these shlokas are meant to be contemplated upon by those who want to become enlightened. So here, this 122, shloka number 122, Sharad-acharatmakoham Chaturamati Shlagya Charitoham Shapalajana Durgamoham Chanchala Bhavajaladi Var Deshoham. So, all the epithets of the substratum of the world is being stated here. Charate acharatmakaha. Charat is moving, acharat is unmoving, charachar jagat, that is the world of moving and unmoving beings. I am the essence, or I am the self of all the moving and unmoving beings in the creation. Chaturamati Shlagya Charitoham. I am the one, my conduct is praised by, appreciated by those who are right thinking people appreciate my conduct. Then Chapalajana Durgamoha. I am very, very far from being understood or being realized by those whose minds are flickering, or whose minds are not stable at all. So here Atma, Aham means Atma, pure Atma, Siddha Atma Sarupam, not Ishvara. Then Chanchala Bhavajaladi Paradeshoham. I am far away from, or I am far removed from the world of samsara. That is the idea. So in the commentary, some more explanation is given. Sharad acharatmakaha Stavara Jangamatmakaha. So Stavara is something which is stationary. Jangama is something which is moving. Atmakaha is the Swarupam of all that are moving and unmoving in the creation. Chaturamati Shlagya Charitaha. Naipunya Buddhibihi Shlagya Charitaha. Stutyacharanaha. So my conduct is praised by those who are extremely here intelligence means here the ones who are right thinking or who have the knowledge of the scriptures. Then Chapalajana Durgamaha. Chapalajanaha Vishaya Chapalaha Ye Janaha Teihi Durgamaha Durapaha. So I, that is Atman, can't be realized by those with distracted mind. So only those who have the capacity to focus their minds on the Atman can realize me, that is the Shuddha-Sarvam, their own self also. So I am that nature. Chanchala Bhavajaladi Paradesho Deshaha Astira Samsara Varidehe Yaha Paradeshaha Brahmalakshanaha So Ahameva. So here is a very interesting epithet. Chanchala Bhavajaladi. Bhavajaladi is Bhavasagaraha. Chanchala is the one which is Astira, which is always changing. That's why the word Jagat also is given an etymological meaning. Gacchati is Jagat. It is not of the static nature. It is always moving. It is always changing. Gacchati is Jagat. Then that is the Samudram itself. And we have Paradeshaha. I am untouched by it. I am far removed from it. So that is there is the very nice expression in the Purusha Padosya Vishwabhutani Tripadasya Amritam Divi. Tripadasya Amritam Divi. So there the Purushottam says that if Brahman can be conceived of having four parts, actually there can't be parts at all in Brahman, but still for the sake of explanation or for the sake of showing how Brahman is distinct from the created world and all the problems related to creation, this kind of a part kalpanam is made. So the part concept is superimposed on Brahman, that's called Adhyaropa, and this concept is explained, even though there can't be parts in Brahman. So what the Purushottam says is, if Brahman can be said to be of having four quarters or four parts, one part is the one which has become the world, which has become the creation, and the other three parts, the rest of the three parts is totally untouched by it. That's why in the Purushottam also we see that Atyasishta Dashangulam. So this Brahman, it is pure, it is to be that Brahman, that aspect of Brahman which is to be realized for moksha, that Brahman is standing 10 inches above this creation. So actually even that is kalpana. There can't be any inches and all that. There can't be, Brahman is all pervading. There is no place where Brahman is not there. But still this Sutram says that Brahman is 10 inches above. So what it means is, it is untouched by creation. So the creation in Brahma Sutras also we have got this concept. Brahman is not in the created world, but it is pure. So Vikara Avarti. So that Sutram is there for that. So here the Purushottam says that Tripad Asya Amritam Divi. So these three parts are Amritam. That is what actually is Mukti Swarupam, Moksha Swarupam, and it is situated in Divi. Divi is pure consciousness, the resplendent consciousness. That is why the word Deva also is derived from the root Div, that is Jyotana. It is pure, it is resplendent. So that is why the word Deva is from this root Div. And in the pictures of Devas we can see they are shown as bright faced, or there is a kind of a halo around their head and all that. So this Tripati Asya Amritam Divi. So this Brahman's three quarters are actually totally pure, and that is the one which is to be realized as one's own self, and not the one which is contaminated by the world. And in the Mandukya Upanishad scheme, there also the three parts or the three states of Brahman are stated. That is the waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. And for all these three states, both the individual and the samashti, that the total, that the cosmic forms are given. And after that, the seventh mantra of the Mandukya Upanishad, which starts with Nanta Prajnam, Vahiprajnam, Novaita Prajnam. So there in that mantra, it rejects or it negates all the three parts which consists of the world of cause and the effect. So the cause is also within creation, and the effect also is only a manifested form of that cause. So this Brahman Turiya is beyond, untouched by even that cause, that is seed form of the world. So it is totally untouched by it, and all that was stated in the first six mantras have been negated by the seventh mantra. And the pure Brahman, Shantam Shivam Advaitam, Prapanchopashamam Shantam Shivam Advaitam. Prapanchopashamam means it has nothing to do with this Prapanchan. It is totally untouched by Prapanchan. Prapanchopashamam Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante. So that's the Upanishad teaches. So here also this epithet is very interesting. It has got so much of the Upanishad and the Sutta and all that, Sutta and all that. So Samsara Varidehe Yaha Paradeshaha Brahma Lakshanaha. So Ahameva. So I am that pure consciousness which is untouched by samsara. So next one, Chandas Sindhu Niguda Jnana Sukaflada Moda Manoham Chala Pada Rihita Matinam Channoham Shanti Marga Gamyoham. So here Chandaha is Veda. So Chandas Sindhu, the ocean of Veda, and the Niguda Jnana Sukha Ahlada Molamanoham. This Atma Swarupam is secured very secretly in the Upanishads. That is why the Rupakam of Mathanam, Samudra Mathanam and all that is given for Veda. In fact, Shankar Bhagavat in his Mangala Shloka from the Mandukya Bhashyam, there he says that that Guru who has churned the Veda and taken out the Amritam from it and given to us, I am bowing to that, I am saluting that Guru. So that kind of Rupakam is given, simile is given. So Chandas Sindhu is Veda Sagaram, Niguda Jnana Sukha Aslada. So the Atma Swarupam, the bliss of Atma Swarupam is deeply secured and guarded by the Veda. That is why we require the Acharyas to expound the Veda. We cannot directly delve into the Veda and get the meaning of it. Only those who have the training and ability to do that can do that. So Chandas Sindhu Niguda Jnana Sukha Aslada Modamanokam. So there is Jnanam and Sukham. Consciousness and bliss both are stated here. And I am the one which is reveling in that bliss, which is contained in the Veda Sagara, and that too it is not openly available. It has to be searched and found out. Then Chala Padavi Vihita Matina Channoham. So Chala is actually those who are fraudulent. That is, their conduct is not right. And for such people, this Atma-Swarupam is Channa. That is, it is ever away, secured away. It is ever guarded, or it is never known. It can't be known by them at all, because this Atma-Swarupam or the Ananda-Swarupam is so secret to be stated, secured in the Vedas, and one will have to have the pure intellect or pure mind, and only then he can hope to get this from the Veda. Then Shanti Marga Sankalopam. So I am the one which can be attained by those who are placid or peaceful. That is Shanti, that Shantam, that is free from distraction. Their mind should have been controlled very properly. And this Shanti also gives us an indication of the Sadhana Chitta Sampati, that is in the Samadhi Shakta Sampati, Sama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. That Samadhanam is the one which a person has to have even before entering into the Vedanta Vichara, and that Samadhanam is indicated by the word Shanti, Shanti Marga Gandhava. So I am the one which can be reached by those who have the mental Samadhanam, free from distraction. Chandas Sindhu Nigureti, Chando Veda. Sayada Sindhu Mahodanihi Tasmin Nigudam Guptam Yate Jnana Sukham Tasmat Jataha Yaha Ahladaha Tena Modamanaha Pramuditaha. So I am the one reveling in that bliss, which is secured secretly in the ocean of Veda. Then Shalapada Vihita Matinam Shalam Nama Sajayartham Anyatha Kalpanam. So here Chala is something which is a person who is resorting to some fraudulent means in order to win an argument. So Chalam Nama Sajayartham, in order to win an argument or win a debate, he resorts to wrong means. Anyartha Kalpanam. He brings wrong meanings to the statements on which they are debating. So he is giving an example. It is the Shastram. We have to search it because it's not very popular in the Vedanta system. Navakambala Van Brahmanaha Ityasmin Vakye Yathartha Kalpanam Yasya Yathartha Kalpanam Yasya Tatpadam Tatra Vihita Niveshita Matihi Yesham Tesham Channo Ajnataha. So a person who is introducing weird interpretations to the topic of the debate, for such people, the Atman cannot be known by such people. So, Tatra Vihita, Niveshita, Yamatihi, for those intellects which are adept in this kind of debating, for such people, Atman is ever far away. Channo Tanaha Ajnataha. So they can't know the Atman with that kind of a mentality. Then Shanti Marga Gamyaha, Dustarkadi Rahitaha, Yo Margaha, Sampradayaha, Tena Gamyaha, Prapyaha Bhameva. So Shanti is given the meaning of not resorting to wrong project. So Dustarka. That's in the Sadhana Panchakam also Bhagavat says, Dustarkat Viramyat Suviramyatam, Shutimatas Tarkonu Sandhiyatam. Logic is definitely needed for knowing the truth. And that logic has to be something which is subservient to the Shruti and not something independent of the Shruti or contrary to the Shruti. So that is the making there. So Shanti Marga Gamyaha, Dustarkadi Rahitaha, Yaha Margaha, Sampradayaha, Tena Gamyaha. So the only one who is in such Sampradaya can know this truth. Okay? Taught by the Vedanta. So here, that the Satsambradaya in Shankaracharya says in the Bhagavad Gita Bhashya, Sarvasastra Vidapi Asampradayavite Murkhavate Upekshaniyaha. He makes a very strong statement in the Gita Bhashya. He says, even if a person is very adept, extremely accomplished in all the branches of the Shastra, that is the Tarka, Mimamsa, Vyakarana, and even Vedanta, such a person, if he has not understood the Vedanta or any Shastra for that matter, in the proper Sampradayik way, in the proper traditional way, it has been taught, if such person does not have that benefit of knowing this through the proper Sampradaya, his statement or he himself has to be rejected just like a fool. He is not capable of giving correct meanings at all, so his arguments cannot be taken at all. That's the idea. Sarvashastra Vidapi Asampradaya Vidya. So he has to have known it in the manner in which it is taught in the Sampradaya. If it is not so, he has to be rejected. Sampradaya Vidya Murkhavadeva Upekshaniyaha. Okay. Next one. Jalajasanadi Dhotara Pancha Mahabhuta Mula Bhutoham Jagadananda Karoham Janma Jararoga Marana Rahitoham. This is very simple. Jalajasanadi Dhotara Pancha Maha. So Jalajasana is Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. Jalaja is actually lotus. Asana is the one sitting in the lotus. In the Nabi Kamalam, he has come out. So Adipadena, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all the three Murtis. For them, the Panchabhutas which are known to them or which are directly, because the Panchabhutas are created from the Atman or Brahman alone. So Panchamuhabhuta, Mola Bhutoham. So I am the ultimate source of even these Panchabhutas. So that means he is claiming himself to be Brahman. Mola Bhutoham. That is Jagadananda Karoham. So whatever Ananda Surupam in this world is from me alone, and we have the famous statement in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Etasaiva Anandasya Anyani Bhutani Matram Upajivanti. That Brahmananda is the one which is manifesting in so many forms in the Vishaya Sukha, or the when all the beings in the when any being in the world creation enjoys anything through contact with any sense object, that joy also is the manifestation of this pure Brahmananda. So that's the statement of the Upanishad. So here he says that I am the one who is the source for all Ananda in the creation. Janma Jara Roga Marana Rahitoham. So I am free from Janma, that is birth, Jara is old age, Roga is disease, Marana is death. So Janma Jara Marana Roga Rahitoham. So in the Bhagavad Gita also, in the 13th chapter, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshani Darshanam. So one of the means to be cultivated by a person to secure the realization of Brahman. So that this is one of the things, that is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshani Darshanam. He is seeing every day around him birth, he is seeing old age, he is seeing disease, he is seeing death also. So from all this, he has to have learned something that this body also, that is, I am also subject to all these things. And if I have to be, and there is definitely pain in birth, pain in old age, pain in disease, and pain in death also. So if I have to be free from that, I have to be associate myself to the body mind complex and playing myself to be the pure Atman. It is not the body mind complex. So that teaching, that learning has to be there, that practice has to be done. That the Gita teaches. Because dosha anudarshanam. So anudarshanam, anu means he has to be continuously be on this kind of a concentration, because every time around him he is always seeing all these things. So that kind of viveka has to cultivate. So here in the commentary, the Acharya says, Jalajasanaha Brahma, Saha Adihi Yesham Tesham Brahma Vishnu Maheshanam, Gosari Bhutanam, Akashadi Panchabhut Mahabhutanam, Mula Bhutaha, Praroha, Praroha Sthanam. So I am the source of the Panchabhutas, which are which constitute the material with which the Trimurtis create the world, sustain the world, and annihilate the world, that is Pralayam. So the Trimurtis have to have these Panchabhutas to create and order. So these Panchabhutas are something which are handled by the Trimurtis, and I am the source of the Panchabhutas. That's the message here. And the Shruti Pramanam for that is Atmana Akasha Sambhudaha Akashad Vayu Vayu Ragnihi Prithvi. So here Prithivya Osdaya, so the Taittiriya Upanishad says the Panchabhutas have been created from the source, or they are sourced from Brahman. So Brahman is the creator of the Panchabhutas. So here I am that Brahman from which the Panchabhutas emanate. Then Jagadanandakaraha, Jagati Lokatraye Anandakaraha Sukadata Janmamara Janmajara Roga Manahita. So this I am the one who is the source of all Ananda in the creation. Jagadanandakaraka is one of the songs of Kruti, the Pancharuti of Tyagaraja. So Rama is that Jagadanandakaraka. So here that is the Atman, and that Atman is pure bliss alone, and that bliss alone is reflected in the joy or bliss the beings experience by contacting sense objects. Sukadata, then Janma Jara Marana Roga Rahitaha, Shadbhava Vikara Rahitaha Ahameva. So the Shadbhava Vikara is the 6 forms of transformations which any created object undergoes. And the best example is the body itself. Jayate, Asti, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, and Nashyati. So these are the 6 transformations. In the sequence, the body experiences. That is, first it is born, and then it gains existence only after being born in this world. That is the second transformation. The third one is Vardhate, it grows. Then Viparinamate, lot of changes can be seen in the body, like wrinkles and gray hair and things like that. And then Apakshiyate is the stage of deterioration steps in, and then Nashyati, that is complete death. So these are the 6 forms of transformations that given the name collectively Shadbhava Vikaraha. So I am free from those vikaras because I am not a material object at all. I am pure consciousness, which the 6 forms cannot touch at all. That's why in the Gita second chapter also we have Achedyoyam, Adashyoyam, Adashyaha and all that. So there that Shraddha Vikara is denied for Atman, and Atman's Nityatvam, eternality, and Purnatvam, infinitude, and all that, Antatvam and all that have been taught there. The next one is Jankriti, Umkriti, Sinchita, Brimhita, Mukha, Vividha, Nada, Vedogam, Jaditi, Ghatichatma Veda, Vedana Deepa Purita, Hridaya. So here, Jankriti, Humkriti, and all that are sounds which are emanated by certain actions in the world. So these are all the various sounds. So Mukha, Vidhana, Vidha, Nada, Vedokam. So I am the one who am manifesting in these forms of sounds, special sounds. Nada, Vedokam. That is the Atma Vedana, Deepa Paripurita, Hridaya Bhavanokam. So I am the one which is I am the Atma-Swarupam, which is experienced by those who have the direct realization of the Akhanda Karakriti, to which the Atma-Swarupam is directly experienced. So I am that Swarupam. So here, in the one mantra, a series of mantras in the Bhagavat Upanishad, it gives the example of the veena and instruments. A percussion instrument also is given there. So one stringed instrument, one percussion instrument, and one another instrument is here. So the three instruments are stated there, and the sound emanating from any instrument, that sound is actually a manifestation of the default common or the sound at the base. So there is a base sound that any instrument will be emanating, but then the emanated one is actually a form of that sound only. So that basic sound cannot be heard by us. But then what we are hearing is already a kind of an interference. So the interfered that product alone, that corrupt product alone is being heard by us. But then beyond that or behind that or beneath that is the unheard sound. So that is a very nice concept we are making. So in the same way, anything that is happening in the world is only a manifestation of the Swarupam of the Brahman, which does not have any form. So the moment we are able to recognize or perceive it, then it's already in the corrupt form. So we have to infer the one which is uncorrupt, corrupt and pure one. So that is a very nice concept that is conveying to us through the example, Veena, Bheri, and Mridangam or whatever. So here all these sounds. So Jankriti is explained as Kamsya Taladi Dhvanihi. So Kamsya is Vengalam, that is that metal which is given the name. It's not brass, it is it is not copper also, it is not brass also, it is Vengalam is one specific material. So Kamsya Taladi Dhvanihi. So that Dhvani emanating from this Tala, which is for which this Kamsya Patrama Kamsya plate is used. Then that is Jankriti. Humkriti is Rane Veeradhvanihi. So in the battlefield, the Veeradhvani is there, that is called Humkriti. There is a warrior making a sound. Okay. Then Sinchitam Bhushanadhvanihi. So Sinchitam is maybe something which move up, whatever they say, in the worn by the women, they are dancing in order, or even silver ornaments like that. So that sound is called Sinjitam, and Brahmitam is Parinam Dhvani. So the sound made by the elephants is called Brahmitam. So then Ete Shabdaha, Mukhaha, Mukhyaha, Etadrishaha, Ye Vividaha, Nadavedaha, Dhvanivikaraha, Tat Sarupaha. So I am the source from which all these kinds of specific sound forms emanate. So I am beneath them. So this is a very nice teaching for comparison with which we can relate to the Brahmanic teaching of the use of the various instruments, with which it teaches that whatever is manifested, seen by us, is already manifested once, and beneath that is the pure unmanifest form, and that we have to catch. So that is the idea. That is why, see, even the case of a common example there, supposing there are 3 or 4 persons sitting in a room and conversing, and suddenly they hear a Nadaswaram sound coming from a temple nearby. So when that happens, all the 4 of them are there, they are hearing this. There might be some 2 or 3 people who are adapting, recognizing what song is being played, what raga it is, and what is the lyrics and all that. He might be able to have that. But then, even a person who does not have this knowledge of music, the particular nuances and all that, even he is able to recognize that it is Nadaswaram. So for him, he has caught that common sound of Nadaswaram, and for him, that sound alone, he is able to recognize it as Nadaswaram. But then the others go beyond that, and they are able to know the what ragam and all that. But then the person's knowledge of recognizing it as mere Nadaswaram, that is what is required here. So even what he is hearing is actually a manifestation of that basic Nadaswaram. But then the moment he hears that sound, he is able to make it out as Nadaswaram or Veena or flute or whatever. So that basic sound is what is meant here. But then even when we are hearing it, it is already a manifestation. Okay? But then the one which is does not have any of these forms, but which is the one with which all these forms are created, that is the one which is to be recognized. So here we end this shloka here, and then one more sentence is there. Jhatiti, Ghatita, Atma Vedana, Deepa Paristhurita, Hridaya Bhavanaha, Shikram Ghatitaha, Kritaha, Atma Vedana Deepaha, Atma Jnana Lakshanaha Deepaha, Prakashaha, Kena Paristuritam, Prakashitam Hridaya Bhavanam, Hridaya Kundarikam, Sohameva. So I am the one in whose heart or whose mind Hridaya is actually mind here, not just the physical part, in which this direct realization has happened. So here, that is the understanding here. Charanadvandvam, Pandekam, Nasita Dussahadvandvam, Granti Grahopashantim, Pamsumayam, Iskahasitam, Asamite. Shastram Sharira Mimamsa Devasta Parameshwaraha Acharya Shankaracharya Santume Janmajanmani Vidya Vinaya Sampannam Vedaragam Vivekinam Vande Vedanta Tatvajnam Vidusheka